A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the end. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Really left alone that time. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Leonard attacking, and he makes that one. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Pushing the action, always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Passes it to Finney Smith. Leonard brings the double team. Left side Hardaway. No good, shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. George looking around, and it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Outside Jackson, pass to George. Elbow shot is on the way, and he hits the jump shot.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Paul George with the steal. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Morris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now, here's Doncic. To the middle. It's tipped. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. George finds Jackson. Here's Leonard. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Doncic against George. On the wing, Hardaway. The pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. No good, unable to end this run. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers leading by 8. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Zubats.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the basket is good.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Outside, George. The 10-footer. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Doncic outside to the middle. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And they pick up 2. Porzingis has got 6.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Jackson passes to George. From deep. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard, no luck. Passes it to Porzingis, to the paint. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Here's Richardson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, Maxi Kleber is out there with Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Richardson in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Now here's Leonard. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 8 points.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Brunson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Brunson finds Redick. He lobs it up, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Got to stay honest on Redick's shot when he gets a screen, which is why he finds his teammates open thanks to additional space.
Jackson down low. Brunson covering. Jackson, that's good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Leonard against Redick. Brunson the pass to Richardson. Down low. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. So, for the Clippers. Kennard against Porzingis. And the dunk by Batum.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
To the inside. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Mann. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Knocks it loose. Fast break. Here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
And that too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Kleba, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Dallas, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now, here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ibaka for 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Mavericks trail by 7. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Kleba kicks to Redick. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Richardson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Beverly. Left side Ibaka. And there it is for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
36 seconds left in the first half. And here's Brunson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Richardson against Kennard. Five on the clock. Richardson with the double team. Here's Mann. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul. And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the small forward. Right side, Batum. Beverly wide open from outside off the mark.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Ibaka, this is to Batum. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. Here's Finney-Smith. Kennard covering. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got his first points of the night.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Beverly against Doncic. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Nice move. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Feeds it to Batum. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses. And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Batum passes to man. The offensive rebound. Here's Ibaka. No good on the shot.
Oof. Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
To stop the drought, it's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Pass to Kennard. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Throws it up high. Marjanovic, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And Porzingis throws it down hard.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Inside, here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. To the paint, stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
It's his first trip to the line.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Brunson with it. It's Redick on the wing. Leonard with the steal. No good on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Maxi Kleba is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, home in the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Kleba slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Zubac's the best to George. Fires for 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Here's Brunson trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Down low, it's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Yep, that one goes.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside Jackson. Zubac finds Jackson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And if you're the defender, you have to respect the ability of Jackson to finish. That opens things up for the assist.
Doncic feeling it out. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep, George to the middle. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pushing it up. Up the floor. Up again. Porzingis on the foul.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Outside, George from outside the arc. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles leading by 6. 1:57 left in the game. Jackson passes to Morris. Jackson finds Morris. Clock at 4. And here's Leonard from 3. Morris outside. No good with the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Porzingis inside. Morris is there. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 on the basket from Porzingis. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Yes, that goes in. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The three for Doncic. It drops, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Leonard against Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. And here's Doncic from the arc. He's off from 3. Now Morris. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the...
Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Jones, and it's Powell in at the 2. And a deep three from Lillard. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Count the basket.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Lillard with it. Pass to Powell.
You've got to be able to manipulate pick and roll. Norman Powell taking what the defense gives him. That's really nice.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And here is Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
The pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Lillard and the rejection by Marjanovic. Powell with the steal. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Powell the pass to Jones. Covington with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And that one, good. Nurkic has got his second basket.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Here's Doncic. Passes to Finney Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. Pass to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. To the paint. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Tips it up. The rebound by Marjanovic. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Finney Smith. And it's Doncic, top of the key. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Nurkic finds Powell. Back to Nurkic. Up top, Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers leading by 6. Simons, the pass to McCollum. 34 seconds left in the first. Here's Cantor. Missed inside. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's McCollum. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is up and in.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Maxi Kleber is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Brunson in at the point. Here's Brunson, and Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Pass to Brunson. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Cantor, the pass to Simons. And here comes the break. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 5.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And Kleber slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now Brunson. In the corner, it's Richardson. And the pass to Cauley Stein. Outside for Redick. This one for 3. And that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. A 3 from McCollum. But they'll get another chance. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Brunson, no good. Portland leading by 10. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Trailblazers moving the ball around. There's the dish to Carmelo. Out to the right wing. Feeds it to Cantor. Drops in the layup for 2. Cantor's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off
Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Cantor out to Anthony. Second chance shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks trail by 10. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Outside for Redick. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum right side. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And Cantor throws it down.
Boy, once Cantor establishes position on the interior, forget about it.
Anthony with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Giles. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, Portland was looking great right away. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have. That's all for now. Say good.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Powell. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard against Hardaway. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Covington finds Jones. And here is Powell. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Hardaway against Powell. The shot by Lillard wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Hands the 12-footer.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Back to Powell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Redick against Anthony. And Redick kicks to Cauley-Stein.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Giles, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons, 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brunson. They get the rebound. Pass to Simons. And it's McCollum in the corner. Now Cantor. Kleba defending. Giles the pass to Carmelo. A second chance effort. The Mavericks pull it in. And here's Redick. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Over to the left wing. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Cullen passes to Giles. Cantor trying to free himself up. Another shot. Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. And he banks in the layup. Cauley-Stein's got his second basket of the night.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Lillard way outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking...
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Lays it up off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here's Lillard. Inside. Here's Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington. Sends it back.
Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Now Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Hardaway. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hardaway has got his first 2 points of the night.
What a beautiful blend of size and athleticism. Boy, Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing work inside.
Lillard with it. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nobody near Nurkic. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Over to the wing. Back to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. And here is Doncic. He's guarded by McCollum. Portland leading by 15. Passes it to Kanter. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. Pass to Anthony. Over in the corner, Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Portland.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Doncic against Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Porzingis against Collins. The 3 for Doncic. Doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Lillard again missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 15. Outside Anthony from past the arc. Traps in the tray.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Always a threat. 3-point land that time was seriously expanded.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big mark. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. You're looking live and down at the...
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Jones. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now, here's George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. For 3. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Morris. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It'll be a fun matchup to watch.
Now, here's George. Right side, Leonard. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers on offense. Here is Lillard. Kicks it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Launches a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Powell. Leonard, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the middle, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Now, here's Beverley. Zubac with it. Back to Beverley. Pass to Zubac. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Lillard. There's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Passes it to Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard against Beverly. Tries it from 9. Good work there as it goes.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Pass to Leonard. Over Jones. Again, the Clippers.
Yeah, for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard against Beverly. Over in the corner, Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris passes to Zubac, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. They trail by 1. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
6 to shoot. Batum with the steal. Here's Man inside, stolen by Cantor. And they're pushing it up. The wide open look here for Anthony. Here's Giles. He kicks to Cantor. Tie game in Los Angeles. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Giles the pass to Kanter. Portland moving the ball around. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Kanter. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Pass to Kennard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
McCollum against Kennard. Down low, Batum with the steal. Here's Mann. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's George. The pass to Morris. 3 on the clock. Shoots it up. Misses off the right iron.
He found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Portland leading. Passes it to Powell. Nurkic with it. It's stolen by Morris. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. To the paint. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
He feeds it to Covington. Back to Nurkic. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball. Lillard outside. Outside, Jones. Here's Covington.
The length of Covington, it makes him a difficult guy to guard. Skilled at picking up contact.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And both free throws good for Covington.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beverly against Lillard.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Now Lillard. 7 points in the game. Powell finds Lillard. Now Nurkic. Stolen by Beverly. One-on-one fast break. The shot by George. Wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now just a 1-point Portland lead.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll about do it as we...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Nurkic. Here's Covington. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Leonard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. From the arc. That shot off.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Beverley. High post, Zubac. Morris, left side, for the lead. Zubac trying to break loose. And Morris with the lay-in. And the Clippers lead by 2. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And there's the feed to McCollum. The 19-foot shot. Count that one.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
And here's Beverley. Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 8 points.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
It's McCollum on the wing, wide open, and the shot goes down.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
George with the ball. 8 points for him. Inside, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Trailblazers trail by 3. Cullen passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Fires the 3. Again, McCollum missing. The Clippers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Good.
Can't afford to give McCollum any breather room. Once he has it, he's ready to shoot it.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Now here's Beverley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Anthony against Leonard, stolen by Cantor. They push it up, 4 on 3. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And it's the Clippers' ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Beverley kicks to George. Leonard on the wing, to the middle, 5 on the clock. Morris passes to George. That one doesn't drop. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland's gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Now Powell. Back to Lillard. Powell dishes to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Kept alive.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip in.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, in high school, Kennard was named Ohio's Mr. Basketball twice. Only a handful of guys have done that, and almost all of them went on to become NBA greats.
35 seconds left in the third. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Powell's got his first points in this one. The Clippers trail. The pass to Kennard. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Feeds to Ibaka. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
Jackson looking it over. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Trailblazer. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Mann, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Portland leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Mann passes to Ibaka. Here's Mann. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lillard against Jackson. Pass to Covington. Dishes to Powell. Covington passes to Powell. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Outside Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
A different look for the Clippers. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Now the dish to Nurkic. Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Tries from 10. And the shot is long.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Left side, Covington. Back to Powell. A 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Beverly against Lillard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. To the right side. Cantor, the pass to Powell. Here's Lillard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up.
George passes to Ibaka. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter, and he makes the first. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Lillard against Beverly. Now, here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 5. Powell down low. Defended by George. Powell, that's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And here's George for 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Outside, George lets it fly. Offensive rebound. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Ibaka.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Beverly against Lillard. Back to Kanter. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. George way outside. That doesn't go either for George. Here's Collins. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what? The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Now here's George. Now the pass to Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Leonard with the steal. The shot by George. Wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Hardaway against Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Leonard. Rejected by Marjanovic. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Doncic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both free throws good from Doncic. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Beverley kicks to Zubac. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. Zubac no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas no good that time either.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Passes to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Jumps up, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Now Hardaway Jr. up over top right there, rising up.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. The pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Hardaway with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Porzingis over Beverley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And here's Brunson. The three. Batum grabs the miss. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Now Brunson. Pass to Kleba. Outside for Redick. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
The feed to Batum. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Cleveland slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Down low, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Richardson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Nice job by Richardson getting to the inside. High percentage play to the basket.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 4. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson, and it's Man in at the 3. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Cauley Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Passes it to Kennard. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Los Angeles now. Jackson passes to Kennard. From deep three-point range. Shot's good by Ibaka.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Brunson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Kleba's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. He lobs it up. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Kennard, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic against Jackson. Hardaway with the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Jackson up top, guarded by Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. With some arc, Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic. Batum with the steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Kennard with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Jackson, and that one hits back iron.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Marjanovic, and it's all evened up.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
The pass to Kennard. Ibaka with the ball. Pass to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
So that'll be it for the first half. Drew, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the position at both ends of the floor. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Zubats. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Brunson finds Redick. Back to Brunson. In the corner, it's Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Just 3 to shoot. Redick inside the line, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Dallas. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Leonard, no luck. The Mavericks trailing. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Outside, George to the paint, and Morris throws it down.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. George dishes to Leonard. The shot comes out.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Doncic finds Porzingis for the tie. Goes back up. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
And George, here we go. Zubac's no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Kleba over Beverly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside for Redick. Passes it to Richardson. Here's Brunson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Kennard's shot is off. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Outside Jackson. Outside for Batum. And that one released in time, but no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka. And there's Batum. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. It's Jackson with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Back to Hardaway. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Dallas with a change here too. Doncic is checked in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. George looking over the floor. And the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Leonard with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic outside. Right side Hardaway. And Doncic, here we go. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Mavericks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dallas moving it around. Beverly against Porzingis. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers. Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Porzingis with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And Porzingis, here we go. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George dishes to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Morris inside. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
Hardaway hits hits them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Let's do Leonard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't hit.
Doncic with the bucket.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Here's Leonard. With the floater, Porzingis with the block. It's deflected. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Marjanovic, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
George with the ball. Down low. Here's Zubac. Count it!
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball. He's involving his teammates and stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Bailey, Greg Anthony, and David Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. And for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Covington kicks to Lillard. Here's Powell. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Porzingis with the ball. To the paint. Out to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Powell. Doncic left side. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard wide open. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
Here's Doncic. Shoots over Covington. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. That's a 2 from Powell. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Dishes it to Jones. The pass to Powell. Basket counts.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Powell against Hardaway. Nurkic with the block. Right side, Covington. Back to Lillard. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Doncic is so good at going at the defense. And when he goes at him like that, it puts the defense in a tough spot. Very crafty.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Portland leading by 9. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Anthony gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. But they get it back. Here's Marjanovic. And another shot. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Count that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's the... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Richardson in at the 2 spot. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Cantor kicks to Anthony. McCollum against Redick. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Runs in the pass to Kleber. Redick against Anthony. Goes up at the stripe. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And McCollum with the block. To the inside. Inside. And stolen by Richardson. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. But they recover it. Giles the pass to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. And it's Dallas the other way.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Simons the pass to McCollum. Fires from deep. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Boy, Redick has some of the most admirable traits you want to see in any basketball player. His professionalism and work ethic have made him the player he is today.
For the Trailblazers.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Richardson attacking, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, that's a smart play from Richardson there. His teammates love how hard he works to create opportunities for him.
Lillard surveying the D. No one near him. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with him. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And here's the break. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Lillard misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. Portland did not hesitate to set the pace. Their exceptional focus and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. There's the lob to Lillard. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Over in the corner, Porzingis has to finish Smith. Takes a three. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Powell dishes to Lillard. Gets it to go.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Offensive rebound. Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. For Dallas, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Porzingis with the ball. Jones covering. And good that time.
Well, how about the coordination from Porzingis initiating as the ball handler in the pick and roll? You don't see many 7-3 guys do that.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's Doncic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Covington finds Nurkic. Here is Lillard. He's got 7 over Hardaway. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Powell, no one around him, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Powell's got 9.
Guys, I'll tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Shoots over Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Cantor. Passes it to Giles. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you 3. The revenge triple.
And here's McCollum for 3. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Giles, guarded by Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And so it's Portland in control with the 9 points. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Maxi Kleba, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Poked away. Now the pass to Brunson. The shake. And it's good on the way in.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
McCollum passes to Simons. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. And it's Simons missing. Here's Richardson. He kicks it to Redick. All alone. Off the left rim and out.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
A 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kleba kicks to Brunson. Redick against McCollum. Anthony with the block. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Portland leading by 10. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Simons. Pass to Giant. But they'll get another chance. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Cantor finds McCollum. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. To the middle. Here's Brunson. It doesn't go for him. Good D by McCollum. Passes to Cantor. Launches it. Out to Anthony. Tries again. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Richardson. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Finney Smith. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard outside. There's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Fires for three. Portland again missing. Dallas now running out of time. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Jurkic against Marjanovic. Powell with the steal.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Lillard. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shoots off the step back. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them this
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at center. Lillard. Offensive rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Back to Zubac. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now here's Leonard. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Beverly finds Morris. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Leonard against Jones. Leonard inside. Morris passes to Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. It's good from long range.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
Pass to Powell. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And there's the pass to Powell. There's the triple. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. To the paint. And that one is good from Zubac.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lillard outside.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Covington with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. There's the three. With the tip. It's good on the putback.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Outside, George passes it to Leonard. The tray. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Jones. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Lock at 6. Here's Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here is George. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down low. Here's Leonard. And no good. Excellent D that time from Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Beverly against Lillard. Nurkic in the post. And he converts the layup.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the small forward position.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. From deep. That shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Feeds to McCollum. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Kennard. from downtown. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. Here's Batum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game. A free throw off from Cantor.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Kennard's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And that one, good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Jackson. Kennard against McCollum. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 1:56 left here in the second. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum outside. The wide open look here for Anthony. He can't get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard looking over the floor. Stolen by McCollum. Giles the pass to Simons. It's stolen by Morris. George against McCollum. Bucket is good.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Inside. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
Covington kicks to Powell. Morris against Lillard. That one good for 2.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Beverly finds George. Shoots over Powell. The Clippers rebound. Zubac the pass to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Another shot. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Morris.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Leonard from deep three-point land. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Beverly against Jones. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Beverly looking around. Leonard kicks to George. Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Powell finds Nurkic. Beverly against Lillard. It's Jones on the wing. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
A three from Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Nobody near Lillard. Buries the 20-footer. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
And they continue to control the glass.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Beverly missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Covington passes to Jones. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Can they get it? Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. That one, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Pass to Simons. Back to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And this is why Cantor is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
Jackson drives in. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
McCollum outside. The three. They get it back, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Batum, Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the three, the small forward.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Kennard for three. Cans it from downtown.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
McCollum outside. Right wing. Here's Simons. Cantor, the pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Back to Giles. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. He doesn't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. Left side Ibaka. Here's Man. Offline with his three. Portland leading by 10. Here's Simons. Cantor kicks to Giles. McCollum passes to Anthony. McCollum outside. Over Kennard. And the basket by McCollum.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Jackson looking around. Kennard on the wing. Ibaka for three. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Simons, the pass to Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by Ibaka. Kept alive. Passes it to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Giles. Kennard covering. Jackson in the corner. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard outside. The offensive rebound. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 12. The drive by Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Batum inside the three-point line. To the inside. Shoots over Covington. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Portland leading by 10. And he banks in the layup.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Here's Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Yusuf Nurkic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Batum. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the home